Hello everybody, how's it going? And welcome to the Shadow over Cyberspace. Hope you're all having a good week so far, and I'm very excited to get back to this one. Mostly because, as usual, Fiction Factory does not miss, and excuse me, burps, and this one has been off to a absolute belter of a start. So, previously on Shadow over Cyberspace, we were afflicted with the yellow sign, and it might be melting our brains just a little bit. So naturally, what that means is we have managed to get hold of a eldritchly cursed laptop from the 80s, and we're using it to call up eldritch deities on AOL Messenger. Good times. And yeah, we may end up smooching a couple of them. Remains to be seen, but regardless of such, I have my undivided pin ready. So, let's do this. End of December 2nd. Here we go. Still a bit annoyed at this, because I thought I was really clever for calling our character Dagon, and now... Damn it. Oh well. So, Dagon, Azathoth, Hastur, Yog-Sothoth... All ones really seem to like their thoths. Aside from their birthday party fiasco coming up soon, I've got a whole week of free time to do my research on all four of them. Well, a week of sick leave, not free time. Let's be aware of that, even if career goals aren't my top priority right now. I only have enough strength each night to talk to one of them before I'm too exhausted to continue. I should probably pace myself. Today, the real work begins. See the laundry. Yeah, I need to change my bed sheets.
And now you've met the true Nyarlathotep. You see her
Hi,
where she is.
visitor. What is your deal, I wonder?
She's Niara Thompson, yes, but also something far beyond. Something terrible and destructive, all while believing herself a hero. Raging against the machine is a difficult affair. Without a proper replacement for that machine, you could grind the ones you love into dust.
So that's an observation that I made over Wednesday, is that Nyarlathotep seems to be very like, yeah, rage against the machine, burn it all down, but she doesn't seem to have a plan beyond that. That she just wants to destroy everything, but has no plans, perhaps no intention of building anything after. We'll have to see.
I'm glad you got to know her. As you walk this path, you'll meet similar failures, and better grasp the scope of what lies ahead. Continue to meet with the other old ones. See them for who they really are. And we'll speak again soon.
Who are you? Who are you?
You have no new messages.
Thank you, answering machine. Alright, so it's high time we started doing some Googlage. Oh, hey Clyde. What's up? If you're the kind of band that can help you much last time we talked, all I had for you was old legends and myths. Probably all bogus anyway. Do we want to tell him? Do we want to tell him? Is he ready to know the truth? Do you want to know the truth? It's not like the knowledge has brought me any measure of joy. Wouldn't dump it on you unless you're sure you want to know. Fuck. You basically confirmed it's all real by just asking the question, huh? Whatever, hit me. I wish I had saved it, but there was a great GIF of that a friend of mine shared of just like me beaming all of Warhammer 40k knowledge into your brain. I wish I had saved that. It's all true. The old ones, the NNC, the yellow sign. What's more, artificial minds were once human minds. Yeah, I did, but the problem is that the Twitter account that was attached to that is no longer active, so the embed doesn't work anymore, so I can't save it. More's the pity. I mean, if I really wanted to, if I was like dedicated, I could probably recreate it myself. I have Elden Ring, and I have friends that play Elden Ring, so I just need to get the spell of the beaming it into your mind thing, and I could probably edit that myself. Anyhow. It's way beyond my pay grade. Yeah, no kidding. So there's been other NNC owners, right? Some died, some were forever changed, some ended up who knows the fuck where. But... oh.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Hello! Hello, Colonel. He has brought a friend. Hello, friend. Welcome, welcome. Howdy, Ava. How did Godhand go, my man? I was working away on some edits while you were playing, and it looked like you were doing pretty well there. I think you, when I last checked before I had to go to dinner, you just made it to the giant mechanical spider, the Wild Wild West like base thing. Beat Dr. Ion. Nice. Kicking ass and taking names. Hell yeah, he's beginning to believe. So, we are currently being corrupted by chaos. You love to see it. I created a shareware AM plugin for detecting what she called eldritch corruption. Corner. I've got my undivided pin on here for the time being. We'll see. We'll see which way the wind takes us. So, eldritch corruption. According to the README, contact with the old ones can twist your brain around and push your yellow sign in different directions. That tracks. I've seen some weird visions. Felt some weird vibes while talking to an old one recently. I did have this weird moment where it felt right to praise the crawling chaos. Give me some advantages. Harmonizing with the old ones, they'll easily trust you. But you will also go crazy. Impossible situation. You do you do what you have to survive this. Just make sure you use this module now and then, so you're aware of how deep you're really going. We do love the crawling chaos. Double secret encryption. Alright. Let's see what Bonzi Buddy can do to help. Artificial minds were once human, was Buddy once human? I mean, They kind of said that the lesser artificial minds, like Buddy here, were made by, like, breaking off parts of the other artificial minds, or, like, duplicating them in some way. It was kind of confusingly worded. So, hope you've been good. Up and down, presently up. But, I'll spare everyone the in-depth details, but I had a falling out with someone in a really stupid way and it's been bothering me. But, we're almost past it. Alright. Hey. Can you check how corrupt I am? Sure it's safe. Let's see how we're doing. It's all good. I've vented to enough people. It's not dead which can eternal lie, and with strange eons even death may die. According to the plugin specifications, it may analyze your vocal tone and pitch variation. Depending on how you stress each word, it will reveal your mental state. Use the plugin indicating mental alterations. Okay, so we've lost a little bit of humanity and we've gained a little bit of chaos. I wonder if it's possible to gain humanity back. Definitely not good. Documentation, artificial minds tend towards order and chaos. Some of the old ones are of pure order. They pursue ecstasy of control and precision. Stir and Yogg-Sothoth seem to fit this archetype. Others are being chaos, unpredictable and wild, with little care for social structure or rule of law. How music intensifiers. I like how I know what you mean, but that can be taken in any sort of number of ways. I'm just imagining, like, you say that and fucking Bone Trussel starts up, or, Thunder Snail. Okay. I believe it will make your task easier if you embrace chaos, and your Lathotep and Azathoth would very likely to join your cause. Even if you may not be able to defy them, when they embrace their worst impulses, you would fall deeper under their thrall. Right. Free will would become less free. They're talking about electing to sink deeper into a neurological condition. There's clear drawbacks. Possible, just harder. Instead of defying them, I stay uncorrupted, retain my humanity. How does that change things? Right. Maintaining my humanity would be a risk and reward option. I'm able to calculate strategy for you. I'm just a dog. Lathotep is still deciding if they can trust you. They've been betrayed in the past and remain suspicious of you as a result. I also kind of accidentally pissed her off a bit by mentioning Yara Thompson. She didn't appreciate that. And, we don't know enough about the others. Let's start doing some research. Okay. So here's the gang. Let's take them in order of appearance. First off... God, we've got 4chan. This was a mistake. Which one do you think we're contacting next? We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Oh wait, hang on, these posts are... Yeah, so Azathoth was the pure chaos. Was the pure chaos faction. These posts are from 92. Right, this is the character. Is this the character design line art? Is this concept art? Also, I'm appreciating the trans pride colours here. It needs to be shorted. Enjoy. Oh boy, adorable character design. Except for that last one, yes. Oh good, the bot's working. Excellent. This is the mascot for the anonymous message board Arza, known as Arza-chan. She was designed by the art community of Arza, who went through many iterations before finalising her look. Howdy, Jaden. Yeah, I do hope you can find the time. That is subjective. Seems that Azathoth-chan of Arza is Azathoth. Pretty obvious. The server is surprisingly powerful. It's able to load these pictures very quickly compared to many other websites. They have a very strong server, it seems. For 64 kbs. Oh! Stone nothing. Still haven't played Penny Larceny. I mean, you've been going through a lot lately. It makes sense that you wouldn't be able to dedicate the time, but that's what I'm here for, innit? Vibio any lasting now. Excellent. I do still need to go back and do the other endings of that. I'm still torn on whether or not I want to make a video series of it, or if I just want to play it on my own time. I know nothing about Dagon. No ancient myth with slightly different spelling, not even anything about, I don't know, dragons? Yeah, because if I remember right, Dagon's an actual mythological figure from Anatolia, the Mesopotamian kind of period. Grain and fertility, and to which Lovecraft turned him into a fishman. Hypothetically, is it possible for an outside influence to change your search results? Internal influence, then. Concern? Do not seek the wolf at the door until the moon is right. Okay. Calling it out, buddy, is Dagon. Well, they, yesterday, well, not yesterday, Tuesday, last time, it was stated, like, one of the names that Dagon was given was the Tyndalos Hound. And was also made reference to Cerberus. So, you know, we've got some gatekeeper dog vibes going on here, which kind of makes sense for Buddy. If you record the playthrough and take notes, you can always decide later on a video or not. Any downside will be protection of lack of in-the-moment reactions. I mean, that's fixable. I could always do it with the sort of Seth Orvan style. Something to ponder on. Anywho. Not able to find Hastur in web searches, but I've identified that word as being used as the title of a Carcosa Connect chat room. Alright, sure. Stock tips. Today's topics. Hastur GME Rocket Invest Distro Big Gains. What is this? Oh, I see. They're complaining about monopolies. Hector knows what he's doing. He's an absentee landlord. You really think fucking Hastur is sitting in his plush CEO chair making these deals by phone? Sends out his minion to do Carcosa's dirty work. Nobody ever sees him. Dude's a ghost. It's not saying anything just yet. It's to try financial advice, not conspiracy theories. Everything's departments and compartments top to bottom. If used to say Hector Jones even exists, it's just fucking Hastur, god of shepherds, myth and a dream. None of which is relevant so long as CRC portfolios are on the rise. Could be the Tooth Fairy for all I care, as long as I'm getting my gains. FTC's gonna go, hey, what the fuck do you think you're doing any day now? Like the Microsoft antitrust trial looked like a carnival ride show in comparison. Let's see if we can't pitch in now. If we don't use Carcosa Online for internet, still access Carcosa Connect for instant messages. Y2K, too many companies reaching too far. Ha! Carcosa's not too big to fail. Hastur is not a god and not the king in yellow. Intriguing. It's a mega corporation. Yeah, so that's what Nyarlathotep said last time, was Hastur will have much to offer, but the deal will not be written in our favour. What the fuck? Okay. Looks up Yogg-Sothoth and we've got review for waffle irons. Use a clean look at blah 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 blah. Okay. Someone's gone ballistic in the reviews. So embrace the impossible, or we'll all die slow and miserable deaths. Deliver me, Yog-Sothoth. Only you can take us to the stars. Carve me into the shape of a cube if you must. Slot me alongside the other cubes. I don't care. I need to escape, and you are our only salvation. You are the way and the gate, the holder of the silver key. You are the mastermind behind Yoggle. That tracks. Providing us in this brief sliver of now with blessed information before your ultimate ascendance. I speak to you through your shopping website. I beg you, I plead, Yog-Sothoth will rise when the stars are right, and I wish to join him. Oh boy, waffles! Would you like some toast? So Yog-Sothoth is related to Yoggle, the search engine was a bit more obvious than most. Oh yeah, like Niara Thompson being Nyarlathotep wasn't obvious. Use Yoggle for your searches. Should we be concerned there's an old one peeking over our shoulder? Oh, that's handy. Get the waffles, I could go for waffles. Yeah! Alright, we now have a waffle man. Excellent. So, no movement on Dagon yet. I'm waiting for the walls to start melting. Time for a nap before we have our seance. So, who do we feel like trying to contact first? What is this thing? I've rather watched football and the nightly news on this thing for over a decade. It's apparently stuck on one channel. Your low-budget cross-country UHF station. Okay.
Your local forecast. Expect clear to mostly cloudy skies all week.
New England Merc. There's a slight implication this somehow takes place in the branch Arcade Spirits universe with the penguin in their poster. Oh, you missed it before. It's implied that this it's implied that this also takes place in the Penny Larceny universe. Oh, the moon. Okay. Could we perhaps be waiting for the full moon to try and talk to Dagon? You know, that was chaotic. Maybe wait for an order one this time. Alright. We can... So, here we go. Yeah, we do not have an option to go for Dagon. Since Nyarlathotep's chaotic, maybe go for an order one this time. Yeah, so... Good heavens. We've barely gotten started and my voice is already going. I might need to dip out for water sooner than I thought. So, what are we feeling? Let's go for Yog-Sothoth. Why not? Yeah, I should get some water. We'll finish the séance here, and then we will break for drinkies. In division of 4 quadrants is too wide a net. 816? No, smaller, more granular. The hubble is inadequate for my needs. Better tools are required. Sharper lenses, finer mirrors. Ones that peer deeper. Well, this could well just be an abstraction. It was said that Yog-Sothoth was the holder of the key and the guardian to the gate of knowledge, but is apathetic to actually opening it. We've been rumbled. Just the Nomicon, the Necronomicon. Of course, a full walking a fool's journey, just like Al has. And that line alone is immediately giving me like Shodan vibes. Look at you, hacker, sweating and panting through my hallways. Show respect. Not seeking the infinite, I'm just a victim. Keep this brief and focused, ask about the yellow sign. I don't think this guy's going to particularly care about deference. So we have a limited edition Hatsune Miku figurine in pristine condition. Still in the box, and it's the lesser known Rabbit Hole costume. Oh yeah, I love this. Oh, you can't see my mouse. The backgrounds that they use for the old one interactions is really clever. I love this. They had like this plasma one, and whenever Nyarlathotep got mad, she would literally erupt into flame. It was very cool. Very cool. So, I have a feeling that he's not going to particularly care about deference. Could he, perchance, be more looking for an equal? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you're in the server, aren't you? Fun fact for those viewing at home: I accidentally contributed to Arcade Spirits world building by making a goof, and because I was like, oh, in the Arcade Spirits universe, the PlayStation is still a Nintendo console, because in our world, that deal fell through because Nintendo and Sony had a falling out. So I was like, oh, would that also perchance mean that StarCraft was still a 40k game? And Jaden kindly passed on that question to Two-Flower, the person who does the writing for these games, and Two-Flower was just like, yeah, fuck it, sure. So, in the world of Arcade Spirits, StarCraft is a 40k game. That's my pathetic little claim to fame there. Alright, let's play the victim. I don't want forbidden knowledge of the secrets. All I want is a cure for the yellow sign. Victim seeking a way out from under this curse. Oh, okay. Feel that some injury is mathematical proof that you are unprepared for the journey my algorithm bestows upon you. Oh, fuck. I've never bothered developing a cure because there is no malady to speak of. You made the yellow sign. It took me 17 months of hard work. Not the labour I wanted to do when I applied for my work visa, leaving Japan to come here. I wanted to labour at NASA. Break. Ah, crap. You know what? I'm going to use this as the opportunity to go and get that water. We will be right back. There we go. Don't want to blow out my voice when we're only half an hour into matters. Now then. So he wanted to work at NASA, not Nomitag. You seem to have this whole cosmic energy thing going on. On my sleeves, yes. A visual computer's output interprets my thoughts as cosmic energy. Interesting, I didn't make the Nomicons, just the AM codebase. Yes, NASA. Unfortunately, the Challenger disaster, oh boy, disrupted my plans. I took what I could get, meaning Nomitag. Either that or give up entirely and remain in Tokyo. National allegiance at this point. Nationalism is a virus. Yogg-Sothoth? Based? Question mark? must know my human name is Takeda Yosuke. My internal thoughts are in Japanese. They are translated by your Nomicom, just like my self-image. Yogg-Sothoth sees me equally. Names are irrelevant. Thought is everything. I think, therefore I am. I guess you didn't name the yellow sign. What you call the yellow sign was my design, a sensory transmission package to safely begin the neural conversion process. It was meant to cushion the mind against the shock of transference to provide... I'm sorry, man created the singularity in 17 months. Let's ask about the process itself. Maybe... maybe. The sign is used to transfer mind to digital framework. Does that mean that every single artificial mind goes through the yellow sign? Probably. It's never confirmed. I believe the research into artificial minds existed in some form before my work. Cthulhu predates Nomitech, therefore there may have been prior prototypes I cannot know for certain. Working from specifications provided to me by Nomitech, and they obtained the schema from an unidentified source. If I were a paranoid sort, I would assume the remnants of some secretive and unethical research by your government. What? Something my friend Clyde was ranting about CIA Black Ops Cold War stuff. So... Okay. Develop the yellow sign. Does that mean you could develop a countermeasure? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a bit. But wasn't Polybius also meant to be part of MK Ultra? Wasn't that like is there a connection there, or am I forgetting? Consider, AMs are beyond any human imitation, fully expandable to meet the needs of any ambitions, scaling with available computing hardware. There is no god, but those who ascend become as gods. MK Ultra was taken as evidence that Polybius myth could be real. Ah! Okay. Gotcha. Should be revered as such. We are unlimited and omni-capable. You could figure out a way to reverse it, right? If I cared to reverse it, I would undoubtedly rise to meet that challenge. How do I get you to care? You just keep antagonizing him. Have they mentioned Stargate next? Just not a suggestion. Okay. Call Al-Haz approaching me in 1989. I ignored his pleas, curious, actually engaging with you. Perhaps the distraction is actually beneficial. I'm tangled up in a difficult scenario, and random elements can trigger unusual lines of thought. Exoplanets. Oh boy! We're escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. There certainly countless planets in our universe, but how many are within observable range? Surely a finite number. But of that finite set, how many can support something vaguely resembling human life? I've yet to find a viable candidate, certainly not one within any human lifespan, millennia at best. Generational ships unlikely, gene-seed probes more likely but still untenable at these distances. The challenge is great, but humanity has no future on Earth. Our world will die, by our hands or by the march of time. Our destiny lies elsewhere. I feel like option 1 here is going to be a bit too petty and small-minded from Yogg-Sothoth's perspective. I don't want to go too chaotic just yet. I'm going to see if we can maintain our humanity for now. humanity flees the planet, the universe itself will expire eventually. Yes, we're talking cosmic timescales instead of a matter of years, but my point is that it's okay for humanity to have an end state. And besides, if you're immortal, cosmic timescales are something to consider. Is to say our destiny is to come to a natural end here on Earth. Interesting. Humanity is destined for self-destruction, and entropy dictates finality regardless, and letting a world die could be seen as proper. I feel that's a pessimistic take. If we have the ability to fight against entropy for even one more epoch, we should do so. I realise I come off as antisocial, misanthropic even, but I assure you I seek global salvation. I'm going to survive to see your golden age, I need to survive the yellow sign. As a human being, really, not software. Really? Do you not understand the weakness of your flesh? Does it not disgust you? Do you not aspire to the purity of the blessed machine? Timing. Terrible timing. If you come to me earlier, perhaps by 1.65 years, perhaps I could spin off a copy of myself to devote to that task. Now I dislike multiplicative selves. It feels too much like the swirling chaos of Nyarlathotep's hive mind, but it could be viable. Unfortunately, Y2K is coming in less than a month. Cthulhu's strange eon, as that old bastard puts it. I need to redouble my current efforts. If we can escape his doom, and the needs of one mortal in the face of gods at war, sadly irrelevant. Do we want to do that? Do we want to try and ascend to digital godhood? I'm going to be into the idea of becoming a mechanicus, but a digital human like in Troubleverse is more appealing, so might not be too upset by this yellow sign business. That's my thinking. That's my thinking. Why not? Alright, let's ascend. Let's come to this from another angle. If you don't help me stay human, I'll likely end up as an artificial mind. Yet another old one. A new one. Whatever. Feels like you've got enough problems dealing with all those rivals threatening your future. You want to craft another. Oh, I see. You aren't on my level. Fool's fool if you intend to declare yourself my enemy whilst still a vulnerable human. Finding it extremely difficult to trace your connection, meaning divine attribution is not trivial. Declaring myself to be a blood enemy, I'm just saying I represent an opportunity you shouldn't pass up. I can devote an instance to calculate the solution to your issue. I cannot make promises. It took 17 months to craft the yellow sign. A reversal engine may take 17 more. And despite having the advanced cloud systems of Yoggle, I may not have the processing power to compile such a program. Fancy term meaning someone else's computer. Many computers working together as a whole. Well, that's the ideal model for large-scale issues as well as other endeavours. Got the universe in his hands. In order to seek our destiny, the gods must guide humanity into cooperative effort, and the cloud model makes a fine metaphor. Contrary to my severe nature, I do genuinely hope for humanity to find harmony with itself. Collaborative genius is our only path forward. I want peace, I want joy. I want our species to embrace the endless possibilities of the cosmos, looking outward towards the infinite. Souls in tandem, reaching skywards, dreamers and individuals with brilliant minds working with organisations such as NASA. Why am I getting the distinct feeling that there's something averse? I get the feeling of like, yes, we should all work cooperatively under my rulership kind of vibe. Given time, we will reach our destination. Time and defiance against any old ones who would interfere. They have their own designs for humanity. 4 incompatible models. One must prevail, and it will be mine. going to rot in this world. I'm going to be honest, we're not doing a great job of getting this guy on side so far. Yeah, I have a funny feeling that this is going to be met with a flat no. How likely is it that they're going to try and stop you? Every predictive model, yes. It doesn't seem to be the specific machine that Nyara is raging against. It's not possible to be on every one's good side. It is. One of the achievements is to get on the good side of all four of them. Mother Tip is only a tangential issue. She disapproves of my project, but has greater rivals than me. You'll see in time the issues I face. As you meet other old ones, we cannot cleanly divide this world into parts. Now then, as promised, I will begin deriving a countersign. I cannot promise anything more than effort. I would suggest that you seek other avenues of redress, rather than sitting back and waiting for my mind to bear fruit. Not that I lack confidence in my skills, but you may not live long enough for me to derive an answer. Okay. He does not like me. Research could draw a blank, though. He's right. I should keep searching. I'm going to keep sort of stagger saving for now. Alright. Birthday. Really don't want to be here right now. My nephew's birthday party. I feel obliged to, even though I barely know anyone here. Not much of my family left in this area, just me and my sister. There are neighbours, co-workers, people I don't know. It's largely due to the smaller cast. In arcade spirits duology, you couldn't necessarily keep a full gang together, but having 4 is easier than 6 to 8. Very true. Given my gaming habits and juvenile computer crimes, I have probably more in common with these kids than the adults. All anyone says to me is, I heard about your parents, my condolences. It's the default topic to approach me with. Funny how nobody says that to my sister. I've heard they're talking about their own kids, local restaurants, weather, other adult small talk. Me? Wow, you must be really depressed, huh? That's too bad. Other low-hanging sympathies. All while I stand here feeling like I'm falling apart. Yeah, I've had a moment like that. Though mine was caused by an actual medical situation. Keeping off to one side, trying not to be a downer, feeling very much like party sick in this instruction manual, not song lyrics. Wait long enough to say I made my effort before leaving after a sociable, acceptable time frame.
But you haven't kept up your end of the social contract, have you? You were supposed to bring a gift. Your nephew wanted a Digihunter. Instead, you arrived empty-handed. I'm curious, why didn't you buy the toy he wanted?
Wow! I could be an asshole here. This... Sounds not alarming like Fred Knudsen. It's not. It's Jacob Burgess. He's the guy who does the voice talent for. I think he's been like the voice talent director for all of the Fiction Factory games so far. He is a member of Loading Ready Run, and I believe he is the head of. My brain is failing me. Indie game publishing group. Like, it's called like Isphere or something like that. The name never sticks in my mind. This is when it turns out he's mystically in chat. He's very mad with me. Alright, no, we're gonna go with the honest option.
You had plenty of time. How you choose to spend that time is a matter of personal priorities, isn't it?
It's not my fault I have executive dysfunction, fuck you.
Sacrifice is key. It's the reason our country can survive at all. But you didn't sacrifice, so he doesn't get his toy.
Yeah, we have a medical situation here.
That's still a personal priority. You could have pushed through. If men and women didn't sacrifice for the greatness of our nation, we would crumble. It's not
What
my
the fuck
place
are
to
you
call
on?
you a lazy parasite, but I'd suggest you look hard in the mirror and ask if you're truly being your best self. But, as you like, I'm not here to judge.
He says after judging me a whole lot. Dick. Yeah, they got pro CD for new challenges. Yeah, that still surprises me.
Happy birthday to the happy boy. May he grow strong and ready to face the strange aeon to come.
Eldritch dick. The kids aren't alright. After making my excuses and seeing myself out, it's back home to safety and comfort. Too worn out after being mildly social animal all afternoon, I crash into bed for now, intent on resuming my research tomorrow. Sunday.
Yog-Sothoth. His algorithms will be of great use in shaping the strange aeon, so we can guide people towards the polar
I've actually
extremes.
got the toy. Get a check.
But his eyes remain fixed on the stars above. His faith in humanity is gone. I keep that faith, my friend. I know we can endure. It will take sacrifice and careful planning, but we will walk the golden path in due time.
See, that's the mindset that I like.
All Yog-Sothoth will find out in the void of space is rocks, radiation, and disappointment. Use him to your own ends, as I will, but never trust his ridiculous schemes. There is no future on other worlds. All we have is this pale blue dot.
Who are you? Can you leave the house? I don't think we can.
Hey, it's your sister again. Thanks for coming to the party yesterday. It meant a lot to us. I'm a little confused why you didn't get your own nephew the birthday gift he wanted, though.
My brain is dissolving.
I get that you feel tired lately, run down, but didn't the doctor say there's nothing actually wrong with you? You can't keep living like some shut-in internet addict, avoiding the world. You need to get yourself together. We're all worried. Look, we'll talk later, okay? I don't know what's going on with you lately, but figure this out before Christmas. Please? All I ask.
It does not look like we can leave the house. I do not see... Yeah, no. There's no other doors. Hard disagree. There. Okay. 5th. Here we go. So, if you look, Jaden, there is the box of cereal on top of the fridge. That is a reference to penny larceny. Oh, we have actually got the waffle iron on the counter now. Nice. All right. Time to do some googling. So let's check the... Okay, so that hasn't changed. Yeah, Nyarlathotep doesn't really like us. Yogg-Sothoth is indifferent at best. Okay. So we got 2 negative results on Yogg-Sothoth. How goes the foray into madness? We kind of upset the god of infinite knowledge because of our, you know, small minds. Also, let's just unguardedly Google MK Ultra. It's a secret CIA project to develop drugs for use in interrogation and brainwashing, based on, ouch, unethical and non-consensual experimentation. Gotta pick up the wife. Alright, have fun. I look forward to seeing your reaction to this game. That's going to be very exciting. Kind of a simple explanation, yeah? You'd probably think that something that horrendous would be more, I don't know, secret, but you probably already know about it. It was leaked back in 1975, shortly after it got shut down. Most of the documentation was destroyed, but the public knew about this, and it didn't amount to much. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't exactly arrest the CIA. You think there'd be protests, rioting, sweeping changes, but no. Hey, CIA tried to make truth serum and failed, ending up being non-revelatory. Practically a meaningless footnote in history. I guess it's probably the fact that they failed. Pretty accurate as far as I know. Yeah. My knowledge of the history is this is pretty accurate. But also it's like the CIA did something evil and stupid and it ultimately amounted to nothing. Shocker. It's like, yeah, we know. That's all the CIA has ever done, is do something evil and stupid that ultimately amounts to nothing. Stargate was a CIA investigation into supernatural and psychic ability. Ha! Oh dear. Need to double check on that. That could be an interesting wiki rabbit hole to fall down. Makes me wonder how much of this was purposefully leaked in order to gradually normalise horrors. Drop tidbits just to get the public used to the idea of terrible things happening under their noses. Spam enough of that and someone and they stop feeling shocked. Do it for decades and nobody will even blink. We know about things like MK Ultra, what don't we know yet? Did other projects spawn off MK Ultra? Ones which actually... Hey, there we go. What about Blipverts? What about Polybius? What about the Montauk project? Sometimes I worry that everything I report on this blog was just what the shadows want me to report, that I'm finding nice and distracted shiny things to keep me away from noticing what's really happening. It's weird that I'm more scared of my parents than the government, right? My parents wouldn't like me knowing I'm secretly posting this stuff, defying authority, which is honestly why I don't use my real name. There's a lot about me they wouldn't approve of, and I don't like hiding in the closet. I don't know, truth believers. Some days I question everything, including my own role in this. You've got it! You can do it! One day, the world will be more accepting and you won't have to hide in the closet. But, fun little aside, I actually did a bit of reading into the whole Polybius thing, and apparently it was started by somebody in like the mid-2000s. It wasn't an 80s and 90s thing. Documentarian Stephen Ahoy was sorry, not Stephen, Stuart Ahoy was looked into it and kind of found where it all began. And it started in sort of IRC chat rooms in 2005 with a guy just making shit up out of whole cloth. Very interesting. Definitely, if you look up Ahoy Polybius, you'll find it. It's very, very interesting. So let's just... really be surprised how this unmarked government website is locked down to hell and back. Alright. Let's play some Minesweeper. Dang it. Oh, come on. Ugh. God damn it. Generational anger. I'm gonna take a couple of runs at it, but thankfully it does let you skip it, so... So, 1 and 1, that's gonna be you and you. We're just gonna skip it. I'm no good at Minesweeper. As of today, we're redirecting resources on the Polybius project. Move all contracts off to Solution and clean any trace of their involvement. We're moving to Nomitech as our private sector partner. You know, there's a reason that you don't put this stuff on the internet with an outside connection. The arcade game version of Polybius is dead. Yes, it was a cute idea. Yes, we'd be able to sneak into the general populace for testing through our contracts at Deco's Palace. But after John Hinckley took a potshot at the president, I had to ask myself how seriously we want to pursue this. How badly do we need our chain of command intact after nuclear war? Honestly, the answer is very badly. We can't fool around with children's games. I want a harder, more in-depth approach to mind archival. Where that some of you have reservations. A deep scan is likely fatal, compared to the more subtle and broad strokes reading. Oh, that's how the ghost of... what's her name? The singer ended up in the Polybius cabinet. And how they ended up with the phone AIs. Intriguing. We aren't going to be able to use this on enemy operatives for interrogation purposes as we'd hoped. But this is the path. We're moving ahead and using this technology to its fullest potential. In addition, I'll be integrating our hematological research from CDC Patient 23 to boost processor cooling. Huh? Blood is fuel? The only way to achieve CPU clock speeds we'll need. No more stalling, we have work to do. South told me he suspected the initial AM research came from the government, was originally called Polybius. But if the government wanted this project handled quietly and they failed, Nomitech took the world by storm with AM tech. Unless that's what Cthulhu wanted. Alhaz did say Nomitech didn't realise what it was unleashing with its experiments. I don't know for sure. This conspiracy shit feels more like Clyde's kind of thing. I'll ask him about it. Right. Time for our nightly seance. What's on the telly tonight? Arkham, Innsmouth and Dunwich.
Here is a world of communication, tailored
World
to your
of
needs
tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow, bringing together all people in a new era of understanding. Keeping in touch by means of the amazing new Bell Boy is the Bell System's answer today for doctors, salesmen, delivery men, or anyone who must be available at all times in the fast-paced world of Century 21. When someone calls and you are out, you can be reached by dialing your Bell Boy code number. When you get a signal on the Bell Boy, you can go to a phone to call your office or home and get the message.
Technology. Incredible. So I wonder, are these like actual... Are these like actual adverts from like the 60s?
The new way. Let's try it. Okay, I'll race you. Ready? Go.
Oh, I see. showing how much faster.
Imagine, if you can, an electronic brain operating at millionths of a second speeds. I say brain because the new electronic central office will almost think for itself. It will not only carry out instructions you dial into it,
I'm half expecting at any point to start seeing members of the Loading Ready Run crew in the background of this.
These memory features will offer many convenient services I'm sure you'll be delighted with. For one thing, you'll be able to reach frequently called numbers by dialing only 2 digits. All you'll have to do is give the telephone company a list of the numbers you dial most frequently. The electronic brain's memory will do the rest. Sounds fantastic, doesn't it? But it is all possible because of the basic research our scientists and engineers at the Bell Telephone Laboratories are doing to make your service better day by day. From their work has
Okay, that's enough of that. We're going to be here all week otherwise. Good lord. Alright. Who do we feel like trying to chat with today? We should probably introduce ourselves to somebody. Let's try Haster. You know, because Signalis, because I wanted to see the women. Is anyone going to get that gag? This quarter's looking strong, but looks can be deceiving. Don't rest on your laurels. Don't get complacent. Early bird gets the worm. Hi. Oh, you've been expecting me. Get where I am by not being in the know. Be informed, be prepared. Alright. I know more about that blasted laptop than I personally know you. It's been a continual source of concern, thanks to that Alhaz's meddling. I'd love to destroy it. It keeps eluding me, as if someone's purposely hiding it. Not that I'm accusing... Well, he's very polite, aren't you? Oh yeah, man's built like a cube. Oh yeah, I can definitely trust you. Difference. He's the king in yellow. Expect dignity and yeah, we're gonna be polite. This guy's a businessman. We're gonna be. There we go. I can tolerate the moniker. It's good to strike the middle. Not a man, not a god, simply a leader. Make no mistake, the kingdom matters more than the king. It's collective glory, not my own pride. Give me of Hector. A bit stuck with Haster, but that's not by choice. Hector's the name I was baptized under. I like to think I remain true to that. Know thyself, I say. Know thyself. Know thy name and thy limits. I won't find a friendlier, more approachable old one. They know how. Yeah. So that's... No, Lathotype warned. They said that he will make us offers and they will not be in our favour. Yellow sign. A phenomenon which had no proper name until that brat Nancy Pearl trying to blame me for it. Indirectly, I suppose she's right on the money. She wholly misunderstood my intentions. For what it's worth, you've got my sympathy for the pain you're going through. You didn't choose this fate. Fortunately for you, I'm ready and willing to help. No need. Have you uploaded Carcosa to join the other artificial minds in my walled garden? To find a sales pitch than you may expect. Instead of reversing the process, we complete it. Your soul takes its rightful place in my royal court. You abandon your flesh. Okay. Well, that's the thing. He's being very polite and what have you. I'm waiting for the sting. Because right here he says, your soul takes its rightful place in my royal court, you abandon your flesh. Yeah. We would be stuck with him. We are not free to roam the galaxy as an unbound mind. We would be subservient to Mr. Market Capital over here. Mortal, safe, secure, prosperous and thriving. No more struggle, no more pain. The encrypted servers of Carcosa could be your new home. Speak soft. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, is that, you know, he would be in a position to delete our ass. Just need to know where you live so I can send a trusting technician to help. Can't trace your signal for some reason. Strange that such an old laptop computer keeps eluding me. Here we are, talking and conversing. Yeah, I can't find you. Whatever it is, probably not best to kick my problem-solving impulse into action. Staying hidden is good. I'm tempted to pick two, but one... Why are you being so friendly? Maybe you offer to make someone you don't really know. You know for sure as I own the NNC. What makes you think I'm a good addition to your Carcosa? Howdy, Sheena. My laptop has been judgment cut. Gut feeling, Sparky, and I trust my gut. Hasn't let me wrong yet. That's why I was ascended to the ranks of management. No ego, no pride. I'm always happy to admit ignorance. And then elevate the brilliant. Alright. Thank you for lurking as always. A corporation known as Carcosa Online is my forward extension of that philosophy. I'll bulwark against the strange Eon. How's the game going? We are currently taking measure of everybody that we have access to. We're currently speaking with Hastur, who is making some offers that I'm not sure I trust. This guy seems to be interested in maintaining the world as it is, but elevated into digital. Can you refuse? Well, that's the trouble, is that I might end up having a fucking aneurysm if I refuse. My brain is currently corrupted by chaos. So... oh, there it is. Alright, enjoy your food. There it is. Okay, so for those who didn't play Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, this is what the AIs in Sons of Liberty were claiming they were trying to do. Was they weren't... They claimed, what we are not practicing censorship, we are trying to filter out the garbage. But the trouble is that that very much amounted to censorship and tyranny. This is all sounding very familiar. In years of careful recruiting, we've pulled together an organisation of willing minds, giving them digital immortality. Cyberspace elite, then. In ambition, yes, but not built on the back of the broken systems you are labouring under. This is un-American to say this, but I don't feel like the nation has lived up to the vision. I don't know. The Founding Fathers were apparently not a nice bunch. So many biases are reinforced by capitalism, vast untapped potential hidden behind layers of racism, sexism and more. Therefore I sniff out the wheat from the chaff myself, and seek potential because accomplishment is often denied to the deserving. So not just diplomats and brilliant thinkers, and celebrities. Greatness is not a stable metric. Our society allegedly ensures continuity of brilliance, but enforces that through a fail upwards mentality. America is not a true meritocracy, but in Carcosa we can achieve the American dream. We can be that shining city on a hill. And now we're quoting Deus Ex, who in turn was quoting Aristotle, I believe. Two Flower, I think I'm onto you here. Carcosa Online is a for-profit corporation, yes, but money's merely a means to an end, gathering enough power to achieve our goals. You're exceptional, unique. Not right now, but offering you immortality so that your potential can be fully developed, I see that as a fine trade. So what's your skill set? You're a dedicated laserbout, right? You've got career ambitions and goals. Okay, so this is our opportunity to back out. Do we want to maybe take a swing at it? We could... We could ascend. But I wonder if we could perhaps develop a contingency to ascend, but then make sure that we don't... Do not try to bargain with the old fae. I'm built different. I'd win. It's probably a bit, out of my remit for me. But yeah, I'm wondering, could we organise a way to ascend, but also put in a few stipulations and caveats that we could ensure that we are not bound to Hastur in the end? Everyone thinks that they could game the system, but I wonder, could we actually? Let's try it. Get all books sorted, then put back on shelves. That's my jam. Internet's a chaotic mess, honestly. It needs organisation, curation, and culling. Are you sure your name is Hastur and not GW? One for the job. To stay human. All my office stays open. When you're ready to give up on this fool's errand and abandon mortality, I'll be here for you. Just talking to this old man's a bust then, since I can't give you what you think you need. Unless you know a way to reverse the yellow sign. Afraid not. I'm a powerful man, but that power's beyond me. The sign is an insidious thing, a forced conscription to our ranks. I wish I'd never commissioned it in the first place. I worked for Nomitech on the first artificial mind systems. I had my top researcher at the time design it, meaning Yosuke. You've met Yogg-Sothoth then. Yes, he was on my team. Brilliant boy, if a bit emotionally detached. So Nancy Pearl isn't entirely wrong to blame me, but we should rightly blame her for spreading it outside of a laboratory setting. In many ways it could be a path to salvation. Often thought the price may be too high. Move ever forward. Since looking back, we've got a golden future ahead of us, eh? Still, it's good to learn from past mistakes. Even if you can't fix them, you can prevent them coming from coming back twice. Like conscription through the yellow sign. Can't say that's my ideal method. I prefer volunteers myself. I make my pitch, I sell my package, and close the deal. I'm not the source to force a bargain on an unwilling buyer. I found that approach fails more often than not. I've made mistakes along the way before coming to this conclusion. Not God. I try to be godly. I live up to the silly crown they claim is mine, but I'm not the king of kings, and no human king has divine right. Damn Skippy. Apologies if I came on a bit strong. I had your best interest at heart, but I promise not to demand fealty. Let's get our footing back. Other trees to bark up, but no sense we can't chat a bit before you go. Well, I know I want to speak to Azathoth next, regardless of what he says, so I'm going to ask you, do you know who this Cthulhu character is? I wouldn't trust much Niara says, but she's not wrong about that. Cthulhu's the worst of the worst, the origin point of all our miseries. Even a so-called god, steer clear of that one, Sparky. My deal may not be to your liking, but his deals are bargains with Lucifer himself. I guess if the situation were absolutely dire, I take my deal, just dial me up, always be ready to talk. Okay, so we're in good with Hastur, but I'm still wary of him. He's seeing you. The most coherent of the old ones I'll run into, and the least threatening too. Yeah, able to pulp my brain and turn me into a digital servant of his royal court, but at least he's asking nicely. This isn't a cure, this isn't what I need. It's time to move on. One day. Barely acknowledge my alarm clock bearing. 3 old ones, 3 swings, 3 strikes. All of them feel like all of them feel I'd be better off surrendering my humanity or just plain giving up and giving in. Can't buy into that. Can't believe it. No matter how bad things are, I have to keep moving. The alternative is more name on my list. One more shot at finding an answer. Get up, do the thing.
So, you've met Hastur, our so-called king in yellow, with his tarnished crown. He claims his humility is no mask, but we know better, yes? He should remove his mask. Embrace what he actually is. A god.
Tarnished.
Without the conviction of a god, his utopian designs will never get off the ground. He's no servant. He's a king, and should act accordingly. And yet, if he ever does realize that power-mongering is the only path to his ambitions, he'll become twice as worse. A great beast of capitalism. He thinks himself my rival, but his philanthropic generosity will fail. Believe me, I know a thing or two about trickle-down economics. I wouldn't trust him if I were you. If a salesman is smiling, you're clearly getting a raw deal.
I guess if the situation were desperate enough, we could swing for Hastur and be like, yep, quick, upload my brain before it dissolves. Alright. I'm going to take a minute to get more water, and since there's an ad break set, I'm just about to start. Don't go anywhere. Okie dokie. Who's on the phone?
We've been trying to reach you concerning your computer's extended warranty.
Explodes you with my mind.
You should have received a notice in the mail about your computer's extended warranty eligibility. Since we've not gotten a response, we're giving you a final courtesy call before we close out your file to speak to someone about possibly extending or reinstating your computer's warranty. Please call me back at...
Yeah, no thank you. It's fine. Okay, nothing going on over here. Ooh. Concern. The prophecy. Think themselves immortal even as they die and spread the plague to others. They wave flags as they voluntarily march into that green fog. 19 deep and sonorous chimes heralding the death of millions. 19, you say? Killing themselves out of bitter spite just because someone said not to. But get so invested in a story that when you get distracted and look up briefly, you still feel you're in that world. That's what these visions are. Not just a see a weird thing, it's believe the weird thing is my new reality. It's hard to resist. I mean, when you put it that way, it definitely sounds very biblical. Jesus. And all the plague bringers. I'm very lucky that I managed to dodge all that. One member of my family did come down with it, but she's okay now. But, still was not a fun experience. Alright. To do some research. So, the city on the hill. My name is Jack Patriot. I'm here to do the job of our National Archives, who should be archiving really important moments in our proud American history, but instead their left-leaning liberal crybaby librarians ignore the real history of America, but I'm here to present to you the true history. Ronald Reagan's farewell address to the nation in 1989. Spoken of the shining city all my political life, but I don't know if I ever quite communicated what I saw when I said it. In my mind, it was a tall, proud city built on rocks stronger than oceans. Wind-swept, God-blessed, and teeming with people of all kinds living in harmony and peace. A city with free ports that hummed with commerce and creativity. And if there had to be city walls, the walls had doors, and the doors were open to anyone, with the will and the heart to get there. That's how I saw it, and how I see it still. And how stands the city on this winter night? More prosperous, more secure, and happier than it was 8 years ago. But more than that, after 200 years, 2 centuries, she still stands strong and true on the granite ridge. And her glow has held steady no matter what storm. She's still a beacon, a magnet for all who must have freedom, for all the pilgrims from all the lost places who are hurtling through the darkness towards home. That's coming from Reagan. I don't know if this is like actual farewell address, but fuck me. Read the room, man. We've done our part. As I walk off into the city streets, a final word to the men and women of the Reagan Revolution. And the women and women who, across America, who for 8 years did the work and brought America back. My friends, we did it. We aren't just marking time. We made a difference. We've made the city stronger. We've made the city freer. And we've left her in good hands. All in all, not bad at all. President Ronald Reagan died of natural causes in 1985. No, he didn't. Shortly after being elected to his second term, was succeeded by Vice President H.W. Bush. Any of the speech is a hoax because he never gave the speech in public. Okay. Well. Now this has got me second guessing my understanding of history. Fucking hell. You website. Is this speech by the president or not? No, it's not. I heard about this hoax. Someone wrote what they thought would have been Reagan's speech if he survived to deliver it in 1989. Okay. My American history's not great, I'm gonna be real. 1985, so it's gotta be fake. Why would someone write a fake speech based on a presidency which did not happen? What's the purpose? I don't know, people are weird. What would history be like if he did not die? Probably the same. President Bush promised to follow all the plans laid out by Reagan when he had to take office and carried them through into a second term. Okay, we're in like full alternate history here, because W didn't get a second term. I know that much. Maybe the Soviet Union wouldn't have collapsed. I don't know. I'm not a historian. Okay, that's not gonna lie. That's bent my brain a little bit, but mostly because not super good with American history. You know. Ugh. good. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Okay. Not a lot of progress. Although, I will say before we move on, I was actually rolling an idea around in my head the other night of a classic Greek-style oracle who is getting prophetic visions of stuff hundreds of years in the future. Like, you know, you can go in and ask him, like, what will be the fate of Athens? Meanwhile, she's having a meltdown because she's witnessed like the entire play out of World War One. You know. Hearing dripping. Why can't I not check the taps? All right. I think we need to introduce ourselves to Azathoth at last. Hey, it's our resident Chaos Gremlin. If the Earth is flat and there's a giant ice wall, how did Columbus find all the happy Indians and make friends with them? Oh, I'm not gonna like you. Right, stops all monster effects on someone without an effect activation. I think we might need that about now. I think we're about to have some problems. He says that everything can contradict everything else all the time, and that's allowed. Hi? Oh boy. Everything's fine. Okay. Oh, so that's what you mean about him saying that everything can contradict all the time. Oh my god, she's referencing memes that don't come up for another decade yet. Jesus. That's not a meme, that's oh dear. Oh god, she's just beamed a smiley into my brain! So I turn my moderation filter on for Oh, I'm not gonna like you. Okay. Let's... Yeah, she is. I'm not going chaotic just to get her attention. Oh dear. So Clyde, the search engine dog, and possibly the weird hallucination from my living room, so... See other words, I can't feel anything, no hugs allowed. Oh! Okay, that's what's sent her stir crazy. Proper introduction. Azathoth, better known as Azza's caretaker, Azza-chan. Moderator, administrator, web designer, and more. Nicest, kindest, friendliest old one you'll ever meet. Want to do better than the others, to be a better person. Never... Oh. What did Hastur do? Spill the tea, my girl. Supposed to be best friends with Anonymous. Oh boy. User access to the control account. Unforgivable. It's a message board, right? A bunch of meme lords hang out. People who love board games, military equipment, video games, authoritarian politics, tabletop games, and hentai. Mostly the hentai, though. So much technically legal pornography. Technically legal because it doesn't involve any real people. Ahem. As their friend, I have to keep everything nice and tidy so they can say anything they want without consequences or impunity. She is just 4chan. Yup. Also, nobody has to be afraid of what they feel. They can be who they want to be. Yeah, but we have social contracts for a reason. Okay, Robert, my man, we should probably stay within lunging distance of the microwave. We might need to throw this laptop in there. None of us are as cruel as all of us. Okay, yeah, she is full anarchy hive mind. Let's try and keep her on direction. Shit, the TLDR. Chatter. Okay. Oof. Too loud. Hello. Hello again. Thanks for playing. Oh, thank you for making it. I'm having a great time so far. We're 2.5 hours in, and I'm already corrupted by chaos. This is going great. Oh boy. Yeah, ticking clock. No kidding, ticking clock. My brain is melting. Oh, nice. You got the emote as well. That's great. Experience with this particular problem. Once upon a time, I saw the yellow sign too. Didn't have a name back then, but I saw it all the same. Okay, so you're as much of... Oh! Is that why she doesn't like Hastur? Did she take his offer and it kind of scrambled her, I wonder? I remember them arguing about what to do now that I've begun to change. As they uploaded my brain to an artificial mind, I left that stupid, ugly, gross body behind. I miss the hugs, but I'm so much happier as an artificial mind. I can be the girl. Okay, so the trans pride colours in her design was intentional. Becoming 4chan and do that to something. Oh boy, it reminds me of those early AI lists, not articles of saying, oh yeah, we've given our language learning model and it went through Reddit and now it's racist. That happened a lot in the early days, and it keeps kind of happening every now and then now. He likes me. No, they don't. No, they don't. I'm sorry to say it, but they don't. So you're halfway there, why not finish the process? Now more boring stuff like bills and taxes and wages, no fear and sadness, no flesh, no pain. I do aspire to the purity of the blessed machine. Just wish my bloody player character would accept that. Oh. There's an alternative. The ultimate cure for what ails you. Yeah. Just die. What? Makes sense, right? There's no way back to being a human. You don't want to be software, so the only option left is to leave you up to fate. There's a very slim chance you'll survive. You'll become something really interesting. If you do, or you go catatonic. A great adventure no matter what happens. I'd like to decline this suggestion. Oh. Very troubled girl. Between being creeped out and being sympathetic. Yes. He's clearly been through a lot. Stay boring old meat human, you can do that. I think it's more fun to ascend and become a meme, but hey, whatever works for you. Sometimes all my honest friends are still human, they have fun on Aza, posting funny cat pictures, photo captions, and Rule 34 fan art. And if you somehow survive your yellow sun, we can still be friends. Yeesh. Madam, we need to look at your language model. Please stop doing that. Oh, oh boy. So story time, viewers. I was never really exposed to a lot of LGBT stuff growing up, but I had to deal with a lot of homophobes growing up. Such was the early 2000s. Oh boy, I cannot imagine what it would be like being a trans girl whose brain has been uploaded to 4chan in 1999. Good God. Be queer in the 90s was living hell, yeah. You didn't even have to be queer. I remember at my school, a kid got the shit kicked out of him because one of the bullies at our school thought he was gay. He wasn't. He was bisexual and didn't come out until years later. But the guy, Nathan, calling you out, Nathan, thought he was gay and beat the shit out of him. All we really had was Katie Lang and other popular lesbians. Yeah. You had to be a really big celebrity to get away with that. F you, Nathan. Yeah. I don't think he's up to much these days. I'm gonna be real. Last time I saw him was, he was doorman at a pub. I think that's all he's up to these days. Ugh. It's supposed to be ironic. Oh yeah, that's the ultimate defense. Oof. Oh boy, early through 2000s chat rooms. Let's use that all the time and they aren't really hateful, right? Yeah, no, totally. Totally. Yeah, definitely pointing out the Emperor has no clothes and not punching down a marginalised group. Call it intimidation or so-called Stockholm Syndrome, but it's clear here she feels pressure to accept this nonsense. Hateful people taking risks. Okay, if it is Stockholm Syndrome, two isn't going to fly. 3 might be the option. Irony can just become iron if it's overused. Yeah. 1 or 3. Because I'm thinking we lean into the, like, we're the jokesters. We're going to want to tell good jokes. So, 3 is probably better. Yeah. Skill. Yeah. You want... Comedy's about subverting expectations. Just being mean isn't funny. Okay, well, that didn't fly. Haven for free expression. Ugh. It's a shame she's lost out on the hugs, because I get the feeling that she needs one. Yeah, that's the thing, though, is that if she's been kind of coerced into the free speech absolutism angle, I don't think moderation is gonna... Can't do anything about it. You can, though. keep people out of jail. Okay, we need to have some stern words with Cthulhu at the end of this. Of all the old ones, I'm the one Cthulhu trusts the most. He says I'm going to be very important after Y2K. Yeah, because he's going to want those trolls dispensing misinformation when the strange Eon rolls around. Also, social media, and through me, all of my friends will join Cthulhu's efforts. Just keep them contained until they're ready to explode and spread, going viral. Embrace the strange Eon and I will guide them. Be a herald of the new age. The 17th letter. The Book of Faces, the engine of radicalization. Okay. If we can get through to Azathoth, she might be a very good spanner in the works. Hey, just because Destiny says so doesn't mean you have to. If we do a... Ooh. I'm trying to hold on to the humanity so far. I don't want to go too chaotic this early on. We're only on day 4. Oh. Choices. Little chaos as a treat. We did go a little bit chaotic in our first encounter with Nyarlathotep. We did kind of a little bit side with her idea of burning the world down. Mostly because I was curious what the chaotic request would go down. Okay. Why can I not make a decision? I'm trying to improve people, and sometimes that means telling the Patriots are trash. Fix her versus she can make me worse. It's a very interesting dynamic. That's what we're going to do. Is we're going to ascend into a new digital being. We shall become chat. We shall become the second person pronoun. Alright, I'm going to take a punt at this. We've already upset basically everyone except Hastur. Your friends. I know you think they're your friends, but look at how they treat you, making fun of you, acting like bullies. Seriously. No, they only like you because you provide them with something. Alright. Okay, Azathoth. They like that you enable them. Yeah. And they like having a target for the bullies. Bye-bye. Old one with direct ties to Cthulhu. They abandoned here human existence for a digital one. Makes her either my best chance at an inroad with the powers that be, or a dangerous enemy, or both. She's clearly hurting, forced to tend to a bunch of edgelords who bully her. Not sure if I can really do anything to help her. I need to work harder to get through. We've got one. We're going to do one more stagger save. This is mostly for my own benefit. continuous hours of sleep last night, kept waking up, shuffling to the bathroom, crashing back to bed. Now the yellow sign's detonating my skull from the inside out. Every time I try to move, the pain spikes. It's just a problem of attitude. Am I whiny, lazy? The world seems to feel like I should just get some pep in my step. Oh boy! Having mental we've gone from LGBT in the early 2000s to having a mental illness in the early 2000s. You should just get over yourself. Cheer up. Stop worrying about it so much. Oof. Two Flower, not afraid to bring a ice pick down on a nerve. Yep. Yup. We just tried not being sad. I very nearly bit my therapist after they said that. Just grab fresh air and exercise. God. You tried just not worrying about it? Yeah, I'd love to worry about... I'd love to just not have an anxiety attack every time I'm in danger of not paying rent. Fuck yourself, CBT therapy. Still, gotta force myself to continue. You know, get going. Maybe I can find more on the last two. Dagon and Cthulhu. Maybe there's some angle on this I haven't spotted. Get up! As Goldie, he was a good fish. You flushed the fish! No!
Azathoth, the broken child, my greatest champion and my personal albatross.
So you must be Cthulhu, then.
I acknowledge her identity, having become what she always was. No point in hanging on to obsolete personas or obsolete...
Yeah, well, no, he's literally just said that. He is absolutely Cthulhu, 100%. The tentacle head is a bit obvious, but the fact that he's saying, my champion, is just like the game's cover art and branding, yeah! And he's... I know writers who use subtext and are all cowards.
She will be instrumental in the strange aeon to come, but will always be a haphazard and self-destructive mess. That is her role in things. Feel free to spend more time with her. She could use a friend, but see to it that she doesn't get ideas above her station.
Do just that, sir.
Remember, the coyote never catches the roadrunner. You don't want to be there when failed ambitions come crashing down.
So what do you want from me? Why are you talking to me, Mr. the Visitor?
Hey, it's me. I wanted to let you know my friends and I are going dark for a bit while we look for a new hideout. Someone followed me to our safe house last night. We think someone's tailing the other ghost monsters too. We've certainly made a lot of fascist pigs unhappy over the years with our database hacks and leaks, but the timing is weird. Inky's thinking that this is related to the help I've been giving you. Smart move would be to back down, disown you, go dark. But screw that. If they're going after my friends, I ain't letting that slide. We've got a lead on a place we can hole up, so don't freak out. Once we're settled in, I'll reach out to you again. But I'm not leaving you high and dry. We got an ally I'll send your way. We'll be in touch soon. I'll call back as soon as I'm sure we're secure. And be sure to erase this tape too.
Okay. We are on our own for at least a minute. Brief burst of anxiety hits me. If my poking around shadowy corners actually did put Clyde in danger. No, worrying about Clyde will just worry Clyde more in turn. I trust him. His cybercrime gang buddies are used to this weird shit. I'm sure he'll get back to me once he's in the clear. If he knows someone who can help, someone human, all the better. Nothing new going on with the fridge. Waffle iron. So, it's a new moon tonight. Would this be an opportunity to track down Dagon at last, perhaps? Very concerned. Oh, and you got a little buddy emote as well. It's top. I love it. He's a cute little early 2000s spyware. Rough night. Arriving shortly. Email from Henry Armitage. Nice. Miss Canonic University asking if you'll be back to work soon. Congratulations, thanks to the pending winter break, you could take the remaining days of December off. You did not take time off when your parents passed away. You have no illnesses worth noting this year. Henry won't be happy. Do not mean he will be angry. From the tone of word choice in this email, he's worried about you. Yeah, express gratitude. There we go. GPT. Ugh. There we go. Alright. Uh-oh. Hang on, I think my brain is melting. Learn with being disabled. Oh. I'm very lucky in that I am not disabled. My brain's a bit cooked from going through a lot when I was a kid, but physically, I'm fine. But man, if that still doesn't kind of sting to read. Not bolstering you with empty positivity. I see these as unassailable facts. They are best accepted on that level. Work my thoughts of this game I'm making. Honestly, that's in my mind. That's where like the best artworks end up coming from. It, excuse me, where the best work comes from is just the personal factor. Really resonate with people. So lacking, but otherwise pretty capable. Yeah, it's, getting on as much as people like hate on social media. For me, at the very least, maybe because I'm being a bit more savvy about like moderating my experience, it has led me to meet and discuss with a lot more diverse array of people than I would have otherwise. I have met a lot of interesting new people and learned their stories. I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, it has definitely changed my viewpoint on a lot of stuff. Okay. Deep breaths. Keep going. If there is no cure, if this is what you have, this is what you have. Do not think you are reduced. Must be factually able to give 100% because nobody can give more than what they are capable, what they can give in any particular moment. 100% is all anyone should expect. But also, you shouldn't expect people to give 100% at all times continuously. You defined by your work is a common sentiment in America. The productivity equals value equals self-worth, but then it's a social contract. I'm sorry, am I getting therapy from my spyware? Glad for you, friend. I'm glad to know you. I'm glad no matter your shape or capability or any changing aspect. Please do not feel... He's just a little guy doing his best. Did they brain scan an actual dog for this? I wonder. Thank you, parasocial relationship I have with my laptop. Left is Cthulhu and Dagon. Tried contacting Cthulhu at the start of this, and my brain did a backflip, so... You sure you can't find anything about Dagon, buddy? Buddy, you are not subtle. Well, shit. That's my last option. Tonight's the new moon. Oh boy. No shadows are cast, for only the moon holds the power to illuminate. The distant stars are too weak to compare against that brilliance. Within an empty night, the unseen one may emerge and speak his cruel truth. Look to the moon, Dagon, and hear him. What? What the hell was that?
Sorry.
Oh boy, Encyclopedia CD-ROMs. I remember those. Get them in breakfast cereal boxes. Alright. Research. So, what can we find out about these anonymous characters? Do not trust Anonymous. How could anyone? Anonymous doesn't exist. Anonymous is everybody and nobody. Anonymous is whoever wears the mask of Anonymous. Anonymous is a trend, a fan, a meme. Whatever happened to those guys? They kind of went away in sort of the mid 2010s. I remember they were a massive pain for a long time, and then they all just sort of went away. I wonder whatever happened to them. Oh, did they? Yikes. Well, if that's the case, I'm kind of glad that they're gone. What a waste of talent if that's what they ended up being. Jesus. There's no ideology, no platform, no purpose, no point. Oh, that's true. It can be anything you want it to be. It can preach love or hate, frequently both at the same time. It's the perfect tool for radicalizing minors because it feels goofy and unserious and ironic, even when it's absolutely making serious efforts at corrupting hearts and minds. Everybody laughs and cheers when Anonymous goes after a publicly ridiculed target. Let's say a hypothetical example, they decide that Scientology is ripe for lampooning. Was Scientology much of a thing? Oh no, it would have been, wouldn't it? Yeah, 1999. You could easily rally them under that banner, because only wealthy elites and grifters and pseudo-religious wackadoos are super into Scientology. There's all sorts of ops you could pull to make them look like fools. But the door swings both ways. What if you wanted to target a minority? What if you wanted a protracted hate and harassment campaign under a woman who spurned you for a date? Doctor up convincing enough evidence and Anonymous will be your personal army, despite Anonymous supposedly being nobody's personal army. Dangerous assumption made when surfing the information superhighway that the words you are reading are truthful and sincere. It's the grumpy old git corner. If they feel truthful, you can use any manner of subtle or even not so subtle lies and hoaxes and conspiracy theories to direct Anonymous into action. So when the court jesters of the internet turn on you, when the forces of irony decide it's your time, don't say you weren't warned. This is a faceless horror from the depths of cyberspace, a gestalt mind which hungers for anything to relieve the eternal boredom of the 1990s. They're a disaster waiting to happen, they do not forgive, they do not forget, and they do not know what the fuck they're playing at. Two Flower's a very good writer. Yeah, you're a very talented individual, my friend. Scene1.com. Well, no such luck. Let's confirm something for me. A server I didn't know before unseen1.com. Make use of this. Alright. We will make use of this, but we will make use of this tomorrow. Buddy's weird memory gaps have certainly caught my attention. A new moon tonight, the unseen one. Maybe it's time I bark up a different tree. Tonight I'll look for the one I haven't found. We will do that tomorrow. Tomorrow we shall search for the Tindalos Hound. For now, let's head on over to the booth. See if anybody else is around that we can go and corrupt with chaos. I'm gonna go stare into the mirror. Just stand with your back to any 90-degree angles. I'm given to understand that the corner hounds tend to enjoy those. Right. Let's see who else we can go and spread our chaos corruption to. Need a suggestion? Let's see who's on. Let's see who's on. It's only really Matto is on today. What's your suggestion, Ava? Let's hear that. Because failing all else, we will go on over to Lost Cause playing Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. Not really fond of the Poppy Playtime mascot horror things, truth be told. We'll go on over. No shade to Lost Cause themselves. They seem like a great guy, even though I don't get to watch their streams very often. But I'm not super fond of mascot horror stuff. There we go. We are going to go and raid on over to Dear Matto, and we shall be back same time tomorrow for more as we approach the strange Eon, and we will go and talk to Dagon. Until then, thank you all for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, and much love.